Hey everyone, welcome back to Glass Seats. This is Viddy.
My name is Mrinal, and in this episode, we do have to discuss the San Jose Sharks getting caught up in a sexual assault case.
Yeah.
So, if you guys have probably seen headlines about this, but I haven't seen too much discussion about the details.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to take some time, go through that, and then we can have a bit of a discussion about it as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Some things off the top. We are recording this episode on Wednesday, March 13th. So, all information that we have is as of that date.
Yeah.
And I am reading most of these facts off of the CBS News article from CBS San Francisco, which we'll have in the video description as well.
Mm-hmm.
So this lawsuit is against Sharks Sports and Entertainment LLC and its subsidiary Sharks Ice. Sharks Sports and Entertainment LLC is the parent company of the San Jose Sharks of
the NHL team.
Yeah. The lawsuit alleges that former coach Kevin Whitmer groomed a 12-year-old male victim in April 2021 and assaulted him numerous times at the Sharks Ice location. The lawsuit also alleges that Sharks Ice and Sharks Sports and Entertainment were told by a program supervisor about Whitmer breaking locker room rules, but no action was taken, and that program supervisor was later fired for unknown reasons.
Yeah.
The Sharks Sports and Entertainment and Sharks Ice both oversee operations of the Junior Sharks hockey team, which is like a youth hockey team.
Yeah.
Whitmer was employed for almost 6 years by the organization and was later arrested in November 2023 for other crimes as well, which we'll link that in the description as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's sad we have to talk about something like this
again
in the world of hockey.
Yeah. It's I was literally about to say it feels like this happens way too much. And the silver lining to this is I feel like the floodgates are kind of opening. Starting with the Kyle Beach case.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like victims now kind of have the courage to speak out against this, which is obviously the best thing possible. But it's so shitty that this shit keeps happening over and over.
The best thing possible would it not be not happening.
Right. Given the circumstances, yeah. What's happened has happened. Unfortunately, you can't go back in time and change it. But this is a good second like runner-up solution, I guess. But it's just so unfortunate that we have to keep talking about this over and over again.
Yeah, and I don't know. I remember there was debates about does hockey have a culture problem?
Yeah.
I think we've answered that, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah.
How many more of these cases do you want to come out? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And granted, yes, it does happen across other leagues. It happens in the NFL, NBA, whatever. But it just, I don't know.
Hockey can have a culture problem and other leagues can have a culture problem.
That's the point. I'm like, it's not, it's a dumb comparison to make, I feel like. And the part that really bothers me the most about this is, sure, it's not the NHL team, but it's, it's the junior team. It's a child. Like it's not just an NHL player that was young or anything. Like this is not a kid who's even close to like giving consent, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible. Like I don't know. And one of the other things that's really like horrifying is I've had friends that have played in the Junior Sharks program many years ago.
Yeah.
So to think that it could have just been one of my friends too.
Yeah.
It's horrifying. Just horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah. In terms of if you only care about the NHL team, it right now seems like they weren't really involved.
Yeah.
Because it was the parent company and something else that the parent company manages. But yeah. So if you are, and I don't want to use the word comparison, but I can't think of a better word right now. But if you're drawing comparisons to the Kyle Beach case, it doesn't seem like the NHL was involved.
Yeah.
But it is the company that does own the NHL team.
Yeah, and it's still, again, it doesn't matter which way you look at it, it's still unfortunate that something like this happened. Is it great that he was arrested? Yes, obviously. But hockey needs to fix the problem where this shouldn't even happen in the first place. And the fact that it just kind of went unreported for so long is the part that really bothers me.
That's the more infuriating part, right?
Yeah.
Like if it's currently alleged in the lawsuit, but if it does turn out to be true, that no action was taken even after reporting it. That's the part that really damning part for the organization, right? Yeah. And that's like everyone involved should be fired, top down, rebuild. What we saw Hockey Canada go through just now, you know, that's what we're talking about for the Sharks.
Yes.
Ice and, not Sharks Ice, sorry. Yeah, Sharks Ice and Sharks Sports and Entertainment.
Yeah.
Those are the two entities in the lawsuit.
Yes, yeah. It's, I don't know. I don't have too much to add to this. It's just really unfortunate this keeps happening. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
it's too early to, you know, and we don't want to sit here and speculate.
Yeah.
You know, so it's too early to have concrete facts about what happened. But as we do this show, we wanted to make sure we cover the major cases. Or major headlines.
Yes. Yeah.
So, you know, we are making this video to do that. But
also, I feel like this is not something that should just go under the weather. You know,
it going under the weather is or under the rug is part of the problem, right? You know, so
how is that any better? You know,
we're doing our part for the few people that do watch this show. You know,
but yeah, I don't know. This is it's been a brutal week for Sharks fans. Yeah, because yes, it's not the NHL team, but like, I still feel like
it feels a little like we're splitting hairs, right?
Yeah, it really does. I'm like, the parent company still fucked up pretty bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Also, my biggest concern out of any of this is you know, it's happened with Hockey Canada. It happened with the Blackhawks. It's happening with the parent company of the Sharks. Like where else is this happening? These are the ones that are just...
These are the ones that are coming up.
Yes. Like, what if this is happening? I mean, I don't want to say what if. I'm sure there are a lot of unreported cases, unfortunately. Yeah. Hockey's got a culture problem.
Yeah. I don't want to hear anyone debating that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, we're done here, right?
Yeah. We're done here. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Praying for the victim, the family of the victim, and you know, everyone involved. And again, I'm glad that, you know, he was arrested.
And we'll have to see where this case goes.
Yeah.
It's just starting.
Yeah.
That's the unfortunate thing. These things take time.
Yeah.
The Hockey Canada thing took years.
Yeah.
So,
and it's still going.
It's still going. Yeah. So these things take time.
Yeah.
We'll try and keep bringing you updates on this case as, you know, the public gets them, and have a discussion here with them as we can. We'll see you next week for the next episode.
Bye.